In terms of expectations, what did I expect when I came here? I didn't expect that I expected the job to be tougher than it was. I thought it would be more difficult to engage with people. I thought there would be a greater resistance to change than I experienced. And what I did find was a really positive partnership who seemed to be looking for a leader that would show them what good looked like.
Well, I always thought when I was an assistant director, I used to think, what does a director do? Because it felt like, as the assistant director, you were doing all the work. But actually, what you don't see is a lot of the kind of, it is what it says on the tin, you direct. So you're managing a lot of the interface with the politicians, you're managing a lot of the kind of the operational detail and support. So I suppose I didn't really understand the role fully, if I'm honest, before I came into it. And my first 12 months was an absolute rapid learning curve. And it's a lot more complex than I had envisioned.
I think I was surprised when I became a Director of Children's Services about the degree of silo working that actually takes place. I'm a believer in every child matters, and sort of assume that other people have a similar sort of perspective. And it is the case that quite a lot of staff are just focused on their own kind of area of working.
I also didn't expect that however hard we try and however much we do, the media can be really difficult in just wanting to revert back to the period in which Rochdale was in when I first came here.
You have to be relentless about things. If you find something wrong, you have to deal with it. I use an expression of raveling in the ball. You need to be able to ravel things in, get hold of it, keep hold of it until you're satisfied it's right. Don't let it go. It's easy to let things slip. You need to be the person who keeps coming back to them. Where are we with?
I think my biggest surprise was just how much people welcomed me and how thrilled they were to have me there. I thought with a DCS leaving who'd everybody loved, there would be a lot of people who actually really didn't want me to be around, but actually nothing could have been further from the truth.
I just wish that somebody had said to me, don't worry, it'll all become clear. Don't worry, after 12 months you'll know what you're doing. Because I literally spent the first 12 months of the job thinking, oh my God, what am I meant to do? And oh my God, what should I do this or should I do that? But after 12 months you sort of get this bit of settle in, and then you realise what it is you should be doing.
I wish I'd known that everybody experiences imposter syndrome, because I'd have probably worried a lot less about it. And I wish that I had known how much I would enjoy doing the job, because I'd have probably worried a bit less about that as well.
I think the breadth of the role is greater than most people anticipate. I think it's preparing for that, and especially the corporate elements of that role.
The thing that I wish I'd known before I started, or maybe just had more confidence to know, was that it was okay just to be me. I don't know how many of you, like me, suffer from huge imposter syndrome and can't quite believe that you're doing what you're doing, or surely it should be somebody else who's there. But actually, when I was appointed because I'm me. And having the confidence to go into a DCS role and be totally authentic and remember that you are the person who's been appointed into that role, and your job is to go and be the best DCS you possibly can be, with the qualities that make you the person you are. That is just such a big thing.
I think when you're stepping up from an assistant director into a director role, you've got a specialism. So for me, obviously, it was social care. For others, it would be education. And you may even have a different speciality. So you're coming into a job where you have to learn very, very, very quickly on the job about big aspects of the role, as well as how to kind of pull all the levers and manage the politics and manage the corporate kind of platform. But it's absolutely the best job in local government, I think.